Alrighty. How's everyone doing? Y'all say hey when you pop in. And I'm getting the stream set up. I have to get this one. Let's see, I got YouTube on. Facebook. Anybody from Facebook there? Give me a thumbs up or something. And I've got the, let's see, that's YouTube. Jenny, how are you doing? Jan, what's up? How are you? I'm going to get the Whatnot stream set up and we're going to do a little live demo. We're going to plant some of these out real quick when we get started. Gloria, how are you doing? Welcome. KK, hello. YouTube, doing good. Awesome. All right, let's see. Let me pin my comment here, mute my stream. Get it set up. Pin. All right, so if y'all been in here before, you know the drill. That's the Whatnot link up there. Hello from California. How are you doing? Samuel. Shirley, what's up? And Katie. Hello from Tennessee. How's everyone's weather? Weather's like awesome over here. All right, we're going to get this. I'm going to get the Whatnot stream cranked up. And we're going to go ahead and plant a couple of these out. If y'all have any questions about growing microgreens and that, just holler. We're going to do a little Q&A over on Whatnot. We have like an auction and we have giveaways and everything. But at the beginning of the show, I'm going to do a demonstration of all of this. So the new people, because there's a lot of people on Whatnot have no idea what's going on. Like a lot of you have seen my videos, you know, about my adapters and the bell. And you know about microgreens, you know about planting them out into bigger containers and growing bigger plants. All that's going to be playing on the screen back here. Space bucket time. Cool, 60s. That's awesome. Yeah, we might get a little bit of rain tomorrow, but like highs in the 80s, which is like really pleasant for I think the next couple of weeks, and only like 1 or 2 chances of rain. All righty, let me crank up the Whatnot stream. And if you guys got any questions about microgreens and that, go ahead and pop them in the chat real quick, because once I get over to Whatnot, I have to like switch screens to get back here, so I might miss a lot of them. But you'll be able to see, I think, where I set up, you'll be able to see the demonstration. And I'm just right back here setting my other camera up so I didn't abandon y'all. So if you guys go up to the top of the comments, there's a pinned comment. If you haven't been on Whatnot yet, you click that, you go on over to Whatnot, and you set up an account. And you get $15 to shop with. So you don't have to use it in my shop. You can use it in anyone's shop, but if you do go on mine, I've got some adapters. I put 2 for 15, so it's pretty much like getting that free. Let's see, switch. Let me get that going. All right, I think we're good. What's up, Jewel? E-Money, everybody's showing up here over on Whatnot. All right, we're going to get started. We're going to go like really quick right from the very beginning. We're just going to jump into demonstration. We're going to put stuff together. That's why I hear about the rain. Yeah, we might get a little bit. How do you refill the water? All right, cool. That's a good question, because I've got a couple. Just stick around. This one actually needs to be refilled, and I believe one of these, this one too. So I'll show you guys how to refill those. All right. and it's just the ones with the refillable adapters. So I'll go over those in a second. All right, let me see. Whatnot. 1 second. I have to get this my screen going over here on the computer. You guys know Whatnot. I've got the other one going over here where I run things from. And I'm gonna get a giveaway going in 1 second here. Let's find it. Shows. And guys on Whatnot, we're gonna have first giveaway. If you guys have been here before, we've got a bunch of seeds. These are portioned up to make one portion about like this, which is just like a bowl. If you've got a bowl about this size, this is portion for that. And I've got 8 of those. I'll explain the different ones. We got tatsoi, basil, peas. Let me get this all set up real quick. Open show. And we'll get a giveaway going. And then every 10 minutes, a little gnome is going to pop up here. And he's going to say it's time for another giveaway. If I forget, y'all go ahead and holler and say, let me know the giveaway's on, all right? Angela, how are you doing? Baby boy. Everybody's popping in here. All right, let me get a giveaway started. All right, guys, here's one giveaway for y'all to get in while we get everything going. All right, giveaway's going. And you guys on YouTube and Facebook, you got to get on over to Whatnot. We have a giveaway like every 10 minutes. After I do the demonstration, we're going to have it going every 10 minutes. Love your work, brother. Awesome. Thank you very much. All righty. All right, so we're going to go ahead and plant some of these out. And I would just want to do this because I want to show you on live how quick this is. So if you think, there's a bunch of stuff that's going to take me all day, it's a lot of work, I'm going to show you how easy it is to put one of these together. Basically, these are microgreens, and with our self-watering adapter, we make it pretty much set it and forget it. So you're going to see us put it together. We're going to cover it up, and then what I do is let it set to germinate. That's about 3 or 4 days, depending on your seeds. And after that, you pull the foil off. You can use cardboard, plastic, whatever to cover it up. When you pull that off, then you just leave it, and your microgreens will grow out. Now, these are to the point they're baby greens, and I'll explain that. What I do, I like to grow mine out bigger. If you just grow microgreens, they're about to this point. Okay, that's microgreens. You've seen that in the store, right? They're superfoods, and you usually get a portion about this big in the little clamshells, right? So you can see there's about 3 or 4 or 5 different portions right on this one little bowl. Now, this you can go ahead and plant it out, grow it, harvest it, and just start the process again and just keep doing microgreens. I like to grow my plants out bigger, like this, to baby greens. And then what you're going to see in the video is we take some out too, like when they get bigger than this, and we plant them into bigger containers, and then we start growing them out to full-size plants. So if you just take a little spot like this is actually right there. That's actually like almost 100 plants right there if you grab that and pull that out, right? So you don't need this whole thing. What you do is you take these and harvest this. This is your superfoods. And then you take a little portion of it, plant it into the other containers. You're going to see up there, you're going to see a bunch of baby greens, which are really expensive in the store right now, right? And then you can also grow it into mature plants. And what we have is a continuous harvest system. And I teach you how to do that over and over and over again so that you always have like microgreens going. And when you harvest your other plants, you've always got some of these to take and put in their place. And you just keep growing it over and over again. All righty. So let me check on my friends on, let's see. We will see it here on Facebook. Yeah, I'm going to leave this on when we're doing this. So you guys will see it here. If you want to go, right here is a little QR code, or you can click. I think I left a comment on Facebook. And on YouTube, it's up at the top. It's pinned. If you're going over the Whatnot, you get a $15 credit for shopping. Blue Wolf, how you doing? Hope you and your family doing well. Have a great weekend. You too. Thank you. All right, let's go, guys. And somebody asked how to refill the water. I'll show you guys that in 1 second. So when everybody's popping in here, there's a giveaway going. Got 1 minute and 45 seconds. We're going to put one of these together real quick. All right, we're going to do this one with the beer bottle. And we're going to use our refillable adapter. And this is what we've grown the amaranth up here with. All right. So if you just want to grow it to the microgreen stage, you don't need to refill it. If you want to do something like this, you're going to have to like do this every 3 or 4 days. It's not, you don't have to do it every day. So I'm going to show you that. Some of these are ready to be refilled. We'll do that right after this. So we're going to plant one out so you guys don't blink. Right now I've got nutrients put in here. This is a gallon container. And inside of our kits, we're going to have some nutrients. And this is General Hydroponics Maxi Grow. This enough to make 5 gallons. You just have to take 1 teaspoon of this and put it in 1 gallon. So it looks yellow, but that's nutrients. If you're growing just microgreens, spilled some. If you're growing just microgreens, you can do it just water. If you just want to go 7 to 10 days. If you want to grow them bigger like me, then you're going to want to go ahead like this. Then you're going to want to go ahead and use nutrients. Let's use this gray bowl here. This one fits down in here a little better. We'll do a couple of these guys. All right, that's clay pebbles or leca. That bottle goes right in there like that. We got seeds. We're going to use tatsoi for this one. Actually, I have a little extra there. One more spritz. I like using foil. Some people don't like foil. You can use cardboard. You can cut plastic. You can use saran wrap, whatever you want. If you have something that's see-through, you're going to want to keep this in the dark. With the foil, this blocks out the light, so I can actually leave it outside, cover it up, and that's it. All right, so that one's done. All right, one more time. This time, so that was with the glass bottle, and that's with the refillable. All right, let's see. Have you worked on organic nutrient solutions? I have not with this. I've tried, and you can. The only problem is this is not aerated. It's not flowing. It's not circulating. It's just sitting still. And in the Kratky system, where we take it and put it in bigger containers, we don't have any kind of aeration in there either. So if you use organic, it's going to sit, it's going to break down, and it'll turn anaerobic like really fast. So we kind of just tend to stay away from that. All right, so we're going to use this plastic bottle. This is Mountain Dew, right? Coke, Pepsi, all of those. Stop talking for a second. All right, so this is this one for the Coke bottle. This is one of the first ones we made. This goes on there just like that. We're using clay pebbles. This is porous and it retains moisture, but it's expensive. So I like to use pea gravel. You can get a big bag in Home Depot or Lowe's. You can get a 40 or 50 pound bag for about $5. And this for a 16 pound bag is about $30. So it's a little more expensive, but it works really well. And this is what's going to be in the kits. All right. Got us another one. I'm just planting tatsoi because I need some to plant out in the garden. Like I said, these are portioned for this. but we tend to put a little bit more just in case you spill some. So there's still a little bit left in there. You can plant that in your garden. That's a good 50 plants right there. Okay. Little spray. How fast was that? Y'all think you can do that? And we'll get started. We're going to pack up some kits and we're going to go ahead and put the adapters there. I'm going to explain the adapters to y'all. But I just wanted to get this started and do a little tutorial right off the bat so you guys can see how easy this is. I need to plant some microgreens out anyway. All right, that one's done. Was that easy? All right, guys, one more. Were y'all bored yet? See, we got more. I went to the thrift shop and I got a bunch of baking dishes for like 99, $1.99. There was some was $2.99. I had a buggy full of them, and she looked at them. She didn't want to go through all the prices. She just counted and said, "I'll give it to you for 99 cents a piece." I was like, "Cool." So we got all these. It's like a meatloaf dish. What do y'all want to see me do? This is just handmade ceramic. Here's a baking dish. We've done, let's see, right there, this Corningware. This radish is grown in there. Let's see. This is going to be a Gatorade one. What you want to do is the legs in that, you want to see if it fits. All right. Let's do this one. We'll save these. Did y'all hear that shaking? We'll save those in case we want to do another little demo. All right, ready? Here's a Gatorade bottle. Here's our nutrients. You guys saw this was 1 gallon. You saw how many we're doing with 1 gallon, right? Now this one holds more. This Gatorade bottle is like 28 ounces. So this is going to last a lot longer. I like to go ahead and set mine down in there. I put a little bit in the bottom just to go up past that hole. See right here, that hole on there? As long as the water's up past there, that way when you flip it over, a lot of this water doesn't go out and get in the bottom. So this way, you're going to leave this. Most of your nutrients are going to stay up in here. See how it stopped right there? If you don't put a little water in the bottom, some of it will flow out and you end up with like half a bottle to start. That's just a tip. All right, this one's going to be a little bit bigger. Same deal. Just that easy, guys. Now, if you get a bigger container, you might need more than one portion. I'm going to do radish on here. That's what we have right here. And this is an experiment that we did. We let one keep going. It's about 3 weeks old. Here we go. I'm going to bring that out here for y'all. We're just going to put one on there. All right, spritz it. The foil. All I'm doing here, guys, I'm just ripping a little hole in the middle, putting it this way. You do however you like. If you want to get the scissors and get real fancy and cut a hole in it. I don't like to spend a whole lot of time out in the garden. I just like to get my stuff done, and I got a lot of other stuff to do. So that's it. How easy was that? All right. Can you grow actual radish in leca? You can. I'm going to show you how big they are, but you're going to have to go ahead. It's just like the garden. You can't have them all crowded. Like I can't have 100 plants. You can't grow them this close and have hundreds of radish grow that close, right? So you're going to have to thin it out to where you have only like maybe 4 or 5 or 6 and something this big. it's not like magic where we're doing it in hydroponics and something magic's going to happen. Same things that go on in the garden are going to hold true in the hydroponics too. So look, we've been letting this go. These are not going to form a root. This is a radish. This is 3 weeks old. All right. We just let it go and keep going. Here you go. YouTube, Facebook, up here. Look at all the colors. All right. Now you can stir fry that. This, if you grow like this, if you go into the store and you go get radish and it's got leaves on it and you want to try and eat those because they're edible, but if you do, most of them are grown in sand and you got a lot of sand like collards. If you get baby collards and baby kale, if you get, you're always having to soak stuff. If you get this, there's no sand. You can cut that. Stir fry is going to take you like a couple of seconds to rinse it off and stir fry it. And then you take some of those raw ones with all those colors and put it on as garnish. People love it. All right, this is it, guys. I'm going to put this to the side. Y'all let me know if you have any questions. Let's see, how often every day do you spritz the seeds? Every day, just when they're germinating, right? All right. And you're going to see it up here. You're going to see them germinating. I'm going to turn this on in just a second. This is like this. If you go out, like I'm in Florida, we got a lot of humidity, right? And it's warm. That's why I like the foil. Plastic will work. The foil blocks out the light, but it also holds in the moisture. So if this, remember we poured some water in the bottom. It's going to start evaporating. It's going to form up condensation, and then it's going to drip back down in there. So pretty much you don't have to do anything. This, you just let it go for 3 or 4 days. Sometimes I don't even check on it. But if you've got to where like there's a bunch of holes in here and it's going to dry out, it depends on your weather. If it's like really arid and not really humid where you live, you might want to come in and just peek, right? And if they look like the top layer looks like it's drying out a little, then I just spritz it like that, right? And cover back up. Honestly, here in Florida, I don't even do anything. I just do that. I can see right in here or peek a little bit. I'll see that it's still damp and I'll just leave them. Sometimes, honestly, I forget that they're even out there for 3 or 4 days. And I'll come out and this foil would be pushing up and the plants will be saying, let me out. So after that point, you pull this off. We'll see it in the video here. You pull it off and then you let it go. So that's the magic of the adapters. After you get set up like that, and then you uncover them, they just set. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. We're going to put together a box, a kit, and we'll get that started. That's going to have everything you need to get started. It's going to have nutrients, some of the clay pebbles, adapters, and some seeds. And after that, if anybody wants a couple of adapters and just seeds, we'll put a couple of those boxes together. And we might have a little sudden death, but we're going to go quick tonight. And I just wanted to show you guys, because I need to plant some out. And we might do that on our next, I'm not sure when the next show is, but definitely next Saturday. You come in next Saturday and like the ones that we planted out, we'll go ahead and show you that. Look, guys, whoever came in here on one of my last streams, this is lacinato kale. This is dino kale, right? Right? That's what we planted out here, right on the show. Now, when we go and play this, I'll try to point it out to you when it cuts to like some big plants. You're going to see a bunch of dino kale grown from seed just like this. And then we just take it, pull it out like that, and plant it into the bigger containers. See that? How easy it is? And I just take that, hold it in like with a pool noodle. You can get a hydroponic cloning collar, and you just stick it into a bigger container. Kind of like these. I pulled these out last week and I didn't want to throw them out. I pulled them out to show you all the roots. I put them in here and there's a little bit of hydrogen and a little bit of water in there, and it's under the grow light. So I didn't feel like killing those plants for just pulling them out and just showing you all. So I popped them in there. That's all we do is fill up nutrients and put it in here. You guys got any questions about that? In all these boxes, when you make a purchase, I'm going to put this in there. This is just a sticker. I got it on a card. I've got a sticker. So if you have a notebook or journal, something you use for your gardening and that, you can take this and paste it in there. And this one will be a QR code that goes to YouTube. I'll have all my videos on it with the adapters. And this one will be my Amazon shop. So if you need more hydrogen or clay pebbles, or you need more nutrients in that, you go in there and it has all the stuff that I use on my channel. So that's going to be your resource to find everything. All right. So we're going to put this together. I'm going to show you all adapters really quick. And then we're going to put these together and give you all a chance to bid on some. Let's see. Where would you suggest getting clay pebbles? I go to Amazon. Can you grow actual radish in? Let's see, how often every day? Okay, so I think I answered all that, right? All right, yeah. So it's on the card. This will be my Amazon store. All right, I'm gonna get this going. Who won the first giveaway? See, I get to run in my mouth. Let me see. Sold. Angela. Right? Angela won. Congratulations. You do cilantro. Looky here. Your wish is my command. Right? You want salsa? Or Thai dishes, right? Look at there. Close up. That's cilantro. So this is grown in here. You can grow this indoors. We got winter coming up, right? At least people on this side of the planet. You can grow your stuff inside. You can go ahead and do this, and just like we pulled this one out, right? You can pull these guys out. I won't hurt my little plant because they look so healthy. Setting that down so I don't drop it. See, cilantro the same way. So you can eat that. It's a couple of them, right? See how easy that was? See the roots? Isn't that awesome? Then all you have to do is take this and put it in a container. This does really well in hydroponics. You can have all the salsa you need right there. All right. Now, if we get done quick enough, I'll take those and plant them out. So let me show you the different adapters and we'll get some stuff put together. We're gardening and we asked our friends, who we got a lot of people, gardeners, preppers, homesteaders and that, what jars, what bottles do you use a lot? And everybody said mason jars. So we went ahead and started. I'm going to get this started back here so y'all can kind of watch this too. All right. And we'll get another giveaway going. All right. When y'all see the gnome pop up there, we'll get a giveaway going. So we took our first jar, our mason jar. This is a regular mouth, and that's the first one we made. These are both called hybrid because there's another adapter in the middle. We'll show you that in a second. But these are like 2-in-1. It just goes on that easy. And if you wait, right now we're showing you pea shoots, but you don't need my adapters, right? We're going to show you how to grow that right up there. But in a second, you're going to see us using the mason jars. So this is the regular mouth. This is the white mouth. So we made it for both. And both of them have that little adapter in the middle. So in case you're canning and you don't want to use your mason jars for that, and you got a bunch of these sitting in your recycling bin, all right, those fit right on there. So they fit on both of them. This Coke, Sprite, Mountain Dew, Pepsi, whatever, right? They all use the same bottles. Our other, we've got just a regular one. You guys just saw me put one together, right? This is all it was. It's just that one. That's the one we started with. So those are 2 sizes, 3 sizes. And then when somebody asks about refillable, I'm going to show you guys how to refill these really quick. Now, if you want to grow them out bigger than microgreens, like this one is a few weeks old. You go look at microgreen growers. They don't leave them in the soil this long. They can't. 7 to 10 days, they got to harvest it, and that's why you get little tiny microgreens. If you grow them at home, grow them out bigger. you can still, this still has a bunch of nutrients in it. This is protein. Even this in a large plant, it's called amaranth. In third world countries, they use this for protein. So you don't have to eat everything as a microgreen. You can grow some out. It saves you money. So this one is grown with the refillable one. That's how it got so big. And I'm going to show you guys, this one needs to be refilled right now. So somebody asked about it. When it's empty, you can see it's empty, right? You guys saw me filling up when we got started. I'm going to use the same thing. Sometimes if this starts using a lot, every other time I might just use water. So you don't have to put nutrients in it every time. When it first starts out, I put nutrients in like the first two times. Now this, I don't even have to fill it all the way up. I don't want to waste y'all's time, but see, we've got some in there, right? All I got to do is look down in there and I can see where this is. And I'm just going to take this just like this. That's it. That's how you refill it. You put it back in. And now this is stopped. This will go in and find its level or put some more nutrients down in the bottom. And then it'll stop. All right. Y'all want to see that one more time? Here's the green bottle. It's actually older than that one. See how big some of those plants are getting? All right, here we go. I'll fill this one all the way up so you can see. Guys, we'll get some auctions going pretty soon. Yeah, I stopped on here. Let's see. My stream stopped. I can still see over here. All right, I'm back. All right, guys, ready? All right, see it's filled up. Let's see if you can see this one. There's a little hole right here. If y'all can see that. Ready? 3, 2, 1. That's it. Now right here you see the water's right up to there. It's stopped. So that's why you need this adapter. You flip it in there. It's not going to flow everywhere. It's just going to find its level. Then it's going to keep your moisture down at the bottom. That way you keep the top layer dry. That's what cuts down on your mold and mildew issues. So see this? It's damp underneath the foil. See there? It's dry up on top. So that's when you want to go ahead and uncover it. See the roots going down into there? That's the fun part. If you're doing it with kids and you use a glass bowl and they can see that, they love that stuff. That's radish. A couple days later, that's this right here. And then we just let this one go. And we let the other one like really go. All right, so y'all get the hang of that? All right, let's clean up. Let's get a box together. And we haven't got a whole lot of boxes. Like I said, I put the kits. I made a video. I put my video on YouTube, Facebook. You guys over there have seen it. And I'll have so many to go around. So we're going to put a couple together here. Let's see. You taught us so much. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I started doing hydroponics because of you on YouTube channel. Thanks. Awesome. Appreciate it. That's what I like to hear. All right, guys, I'm going to get one put together here. It's going to be a kit. And we're going to start bidding at $5. And then we'll do some quick fire. When you guys see the little gnome pop up here, we can get another giveaway started, all right? So how's my peeps over on YouTube and Facebook? You guys doing all right? What nutrients do we use? Right here, Maxigrow. Maxigrow by General Hydroponics. I like using this, especially on Whatnot. You guys on Facebook, YouTube, you guys, if you've been watching me for like 8 years, you know that I've been using a lot of Master Blend. That works fantastic. but you guys know that there's a certain way you got to mix it or you get nutrient lockout. People argue about it all the time. And there's 3 different components you have to get with this Maxi-Gro. I can go ahead and give people this. And all you got to do is mix 1 teaspoon in 1 gallon. You're set. How easy is that? And that's good for all of your leafy greens. If you want to grow something like peppers and tomatoes, they got Maxi-Gro, they got Maxi Bloom that you have to use. But usually we don't get into that. What we do is grow a bunch of different greens and herbs and do it over and over again, call it continuous harvest system. First time watching, love what I've seen so far. Thank you, John. Alrighty, guys, here we go. We're going to put one together. What we're going to have, one more thing to show y'all before we get started. Like I said, this is tutorial tonight, all right? We got a microgreen grower here. You saw it up there. Here's peas, sweet pea, or this speckle pea. Okay. Roots. This is easy. No grow medium, no nutrients. This is just water. I've actually got one soaking. I'm going to show you how easy this is. We're doing another demo real quick before we get started. YouTube, Facebook. Isn't that cool? All little tendrils. See those? This is what the chefs like. They like to take something like that. If they put that on your plate, they're going to charge you an extra $10 just for that little thing. They just love all those little tendrils and that, right? You can stir fry this. It's awesome. So I got lots of videos on my channel about this. Like I said, you guys have any questions, this is going to be in there. And it's got a QR code that takes you to all these videos. This is just little clips of the videos. There's long videos on there showing you guys what to do. Now this microgreen grower where we grew those peas, all we do is take a portion of these speckled peas, and we got it portioned out for you, right? Open it up, dump it in here, pour some water on it, and let it sit overnight. And that's what we did here. The next day, let me get something here. All right, so this has been soaking overnight. Then I just take it like this. There's your strainer, right? Can you guys see that? I think you can see that. All right, and I just dump it in here. All right. Set that up there like that. See how easy that is? Then we take that, cover it up. You're going to have a humidity dome. If you do this, you want to keep it in the dark. I like to just get a piece of cardboard and cover it with a piece of cardboard. And then 2 or 3 times a day, if it starts to dry out, what you want to do is take it and gently run it under the water. Don't blast the water on it. You want these guys not to move. Oh, we're going to have a giveaway. You want to keep them still so when the roots start going down, you don't want to take them and jumble them all around and then the roots are up and then they're having to try and go down, and you keep doing that, you're going to lose a lot of them. Don't let them move, just gentle. Even if you got your spray bottle, spray it. And what I like to do is come by, because this is where you want the roots go. I spray it on the bottom, right? So do that for a couple of days and you're going to see roots going down in the bottom. They grow really fast. Once the roots start go down to the bottom, these are clear. You're going to be able to see it. You just fill that water up to touch the roots, and then just make sure it's always got water in there. In about a week, you're going to have a bunch of pea shoots just like that. All right. Y'all didn't know you were going to have this many demos, right? I got more stuff I can demo if I need. So we're going to get started with one of these. Hey, y'all didn't say giveaway, did you? Shared the live stream. Thank you very much. You're awesome. All right, one more. Let's go seeds. All right, we're on second giveaway. We haven't even sold anything, right? Here we go. And I'm lagging. Y'all let me know if I lag. I think it's just my poor little computer. Giveaway's going, guys. YouTube, Facebook, you got to give it or whatnot. Let's see. Can you soak them in water in a strainer and then put the strainer in the basin to sit? Yeah. You don't have to do it like I do. It's just because I'm going to be using this. Sometimes I take them if I'm going to be doing several, or I'm going to be doing them on this tray. like you guys see up there, right there. I'll get a big mason jar and fill them up. All right, so if you're just beginning, you want to grow some pea shoots, we're going to give you that. We're going to give you some of the clay pebbles to get started. We're going to give you enough nutrients to make 5 gallons. You just take 1 teaspoon and put it in a gallon of water. Now you watch, guys, after we do this and we bid on it, we're going to get a couple more set up just like it. So that way you don't get bored hearing me say the same thing over again. We're going to get one set up right after this. Let's move these jars over here for a second. We're going to go ahead and give you both of your adapters. I'm selling these for $19.99 a piece on Etsy. You can look me up, Mike Van Duzy. We're going to put both of those in here for you. I just want to let you know what kind of value you're getting here. So you've got 2 of those. We're going to put your refillables in. So this is the refillable for the long neck bottles. That's like the ones you saw me just refilling right there, right? That one's this one right here. You're going to get that. And we've got one, we made one for these. If you want to do this instead of the screw top, if you just want to make that refillable, we've got this. So that way you can grow them out a little bit longer if you want. We're going to have 2 of these. That's the one you saw me put together just a second ago, right? That was that one right there. So y'all can have a little refresher course. And then we've got the Gatorade bottle. My son made this one because he was drinking Gatorade, and I lost my Gatorade bottle. I think I used it. All right, this one's tough. Like these guys, right? Kind of flimsy, right? But it's better to use it than go in landfill. These, look at, these are really tough, right? That's going to last a long while. After he set that, he made that one. We went and looked and we said, hey, that juice bottle looks about the same, right? So we got one of these, tried it. Sure enough, it fits to this, right? Cranberry juice, but y'all seen apple juice, grape juice and all. So all of these bottles, whether they're like this or square, rectangle, what have you, we found a whole lot of them that fit. Even smaller bottles, bigger bottles. This acai bottle fits. And if you guys look real close and you see this, that's a V8 bottle. And this one's made with the Gatorade just like that. You guys watch me putting it together up there. All right. So we're going to have all of that. And then you need seeds to get started, right? We're going to start you off with 1 radish. That's this one right here. We got tatsoi. That's what you saw us growing out in the bigger plants up here. If you watch, you're going to see big heads of pak choi. Tatsoi is about the same, but it's a little more peppery. This is cinnamon flavored basil. That one's pretty cool. This is something you probably want to order on your own, but you're going to get a sample of it in here. This is a speckled pea, just like we have growing right there. This is cress. We love cress. This is one of the most nutritious microgreens around, and you can use this as a come again, which means you can grow it like this. You can plant it out into bigger containers, and it won't get like huge. It'll grow kind of small, and you can keep cutting off of it. And it's like grass. It'll keep coming back. So that one you can like keep all summer long. We've got fenugreek. This is an Indian spice. It's also called methi. I'm lagging over here on my little computer. All right, here goes the giveaway. Who is in it? Congrats. Who's that? RL Just. You won. It's a packet. It's got 8 microgreen seeds. All of this stuff that you just saw us put in here. There might be a couple of them that are a little different. We haven't packed up already, but it's just like that. All right, join. Congratulations. All right, guys, we're going to try this giveaway. This is lagging really bad here, so I'm not going to see them. When I see the bids come in, I'm going to keep throwing more seeds in. This is like free seeds, so we're going to keep throwing seeds in there. But if this lags, I might have to exit the stream, and I might disappear for a minute and then pop back in, if that's okay. But let's go ahead and try one really quick. Might be because I have YouTube running over here and our stream going too. Uh-oh, you lag. Yeah, I was lagging over there too, right? I think it's my computer. I have too much stuff going on. So guys, YouTube, Facebook, if it keeps lagging, I might have to shut down the stream there, but you guys go to the comments. I'll post it in here one more time. This $15 credit for you guys to sign up. If you're new, if you haven't been on Whatnot before, and if it keeps lagging, I'm going to have to shut that stream down, but we're going to give it a try over here on Whatnot. All right, guys, it's going to be $5. Every time somebody bids, we're going to toss more in. And if it just lags so much I can't see it, I'm going to have to exit and come back in. All right, ready? Here we go. $5. 14, 20. Some people been in here before. They knew what to do. They started bidding already. $40, $50. Oh, and if we go over 50, we went over 50. We got a wheel. We're going to spin the wheel. 59. I'm going to spin a wheel and y'all are going to get extra. Where are we at? 5, 4, 3, 64. There's another one. 64, 6, 5, 4, 3. Who's winning there? Is that Lynn? Oh, there's another one. 69. We'll toss some more Tatsoi in. This one went up a little bit. I'm going to toss you one of the wasabi flavored mustard in there. Congratulations. Awesome. Hey, all right. If we go over 50, I just started this last night. Some people won like 3 adapters. You get to spin the wheel if we go over 50. We got extra seeds, extra nutrients, extra clay pebbles. It's called Leca. That's the dark blue. Or you got 1 adapter, 2 adapters, or 3 adapters. 2 people won 3 adapters last night. All right, ready? You get a spin. What'd you get? Extra nutrients. All right, you get enough for 5 more gallons. So you got 10 gallons. Look at all those seeds. And guys, each one of these are just seeds that you plant in your garden. Look how many seeds, right? Because it's microgreen seeds. This is why you want to buy microgreen seeds, and you don't want to go up to Home Depot and Lowe's and just buy a seed packet. You don't get this much in Home Depot or Lowe's, right? That's enough to, I mean, you can plant you and your family a garden, right? Look at all these seeds. Giveaway. Excuse me. There we go. And you got extra nutrients. Congratulations. If I missed your name, it's because my thing's lagging over here. Was that Lauren? All right, another giveaway. How about 1 adapter, guys? But do a giveaway like this. It's got one of the hybrids. This one was selling Etsy $19.99, right? I have my card with the little QR code so you can find. There's instructions and some tatsoi. This would be the giveaway. Start giveaway now. All right, get in the giveaway. We're gonna put together another box just like that. You guys don't need me to explain the whole thing, right? Your microgreen grower, your clay pebbles. If there's new people that pop in here, we can go through and explain it all in a second, but there's people who have been in here since the very beginning. Got your two hybrids, $19.99 a piece. This one's $17.99. That's a refillable one we did the amaranth with. So pretty much, guys, all you're going to need is like a little bowl, right? It's a refillable one for your plastic bottles. That's your Gatorade one with the big juice bottles. And then a couple more of that. So you have 7 adapters in here. And seeds. Top soy, the basil, peas, cress, fenugreek. This is one of the radish, like you see growing here. Look at the pak choi. That pak choi was grown from seed, just like this. It started out, right? And then just like we said, we just pull those out, just like that. Put them in the bigger containers, just like that. That's all on my channel. And you grow full plants, so you don't have to eat just microgreens. You eat some of these, and you plant some out. See all of that? It was growing just in that. You saw that whole ladder. We had it all up the wall, right? So we had a vertical thing set up with milk jugs. All right, guys, $5. And every time someone bids, we throw in more seeds. This is fun. Alrighty, here we go. Ready? Get your fingers ready. $5. See you bidding. See you bidding. Oh, if we go over 50, we're going to spin the wheel. We're going to go over 50. We're going to spin the wheel. I saw a bunch in there. Here, grab some top soy. Top soy. Somebody want more top soy. Cilantro. 76. More cilantro. More cress. Like I said, I got my special one here. That's the wasabi. More of the basil. And more top soy. Where we at? 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who won that? Lynn, congratulations. Lynn, we spin the wheel. Ready? Let's see what you get. Ready? Woo! What'd you get there? You get an extra adapter. You know what? That went up kind of high. I'm going to give you 2 adapters. Instead of 1, I'm going to give you 2 extra. That's a hybrid. That's the one, $19.99, right? You get an extra one. That's another one of the Gatorade ones. I'm going to give you 2. And guys, the boxes like this with the microgreen growers, I think I've got three more up here. Like I said, I put out a video on YouTube and Facebook. We got kind of wiped out over the weekend. We're waiting for Amazon to bring more of them in. I got 1 box in. I got more coming tomorrow, Monday or something like that. Might be next week. Thank you so much. Hey, no problem. I'm excited for you. Look at all those seeds. Like your own little seed library, right? All right, another box. All right, so this is, we got green, orange, yellow. And we'll be out of these. All right, the little seafoam green. Clay pebbles. Your nutrients. get all your adapters, right? That's a hybrid. It's got the Coke bottle or the mason jars. Your refillables. It's for the long neck bottles. Got a giveaway winner. Cheryl, congratulations. That's a refillable for the plastic bottles. That's for your Gatorade bottles. That's how easy it is, folks. If you were here like in the beginning, we had a little demonstration. So show up our next stream and show up a little early. And we'll have demonstrations. And this is the Coke bottle ones. We have 2 of those in there too. This is what we started with just because you've got a bunch of these inside your recycling bin right now, right? So we're going to have a couple of those. That's the same adapter that's in the middle of these. So if you want, you can have like 4 of these set up if you want. If you have a 6-pack of Coke right there. All right, and the seeds. Grabbing one of my radish that's up here. That's a red arrow radish. Tatsoi, speckled peas, basil, cilantro. That's for your salsa. Amaranth. This is cilantro, guys, that we're growing. That you just saw me toss in there. Fenugreek and cress. All right. $5. Every time somebody bids, more seeds go in it. And here we go. Yeah, I know. I'm going to toss a couple of peas right in the beginning. I see y'all starting to bid. Peas, more cress, more basil. And if we go over 50, we'll spin the wheel. You get some extra stuff. Still going, still going. 60. There we go. We'll be over. We're going to spin the wheel. How about more peas? More peas. More tatsoi. How about basil? More tatsoi. My mustard flavor wasabi. 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 Where we at? 180, 1065, 4, 3, 2, 1. 200 here. More peas, more peas, more peas. All right, guys. That one's getting low. That one's getting low out of hand. We got 2 more. We got 2 more of these. I'll throw you one more in there. $3.40. It's another one. I guess we'll spin the wheel a couple times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking care of business. Congratulations. All right. This one went way up there. So we're gonna spin this a couple of times. How's that? Here we go. Where we at? Becca, you get more. Get an extra bag of your clay pebbles. We're gonna do it again. Where we at? Blue. What's blue? Get an extra adapter. All right. That's an extra hybrid. One more because it went up 3 times. We'll do 3. Orange. More seeds. Oh, speaking of seeds. You know what? If you guys hold on 1 second. Since that one went up so big. Hey, y'all get in the giveaway. All right, this is going to be seeds. Now y'all get in the giveaway. And because this one went up so high, break into my stash here. Now give me one. Bear with me. All right, since that one, you won extra seeds. I'll get you a couple extra seeds there, but it's your speckled peas. All right, we're going to toss that in too. Limited storage. Yeah, my little computer's struggling. All right, you get all of those. I'm putting this in a bigger box. This will not all fit in here, but the shipping will be the same. If we can do this in a large flat rate, the shipping is going to be the same. All right, there you go. All right, we got two more, guys. And y'all can join my Facebook group. Look for Keep On Growing. If you have any questions about all of this and you're starting to grow, just pop in there and make a post and ask a question. There's lots of people who will like help each other. They've all been doing this, and they take it just like I went and learned from Dr. Kratky, and I kind of twisted around to what I needed. And then they take this, and then they're experimenting with different things too, and it's like pretty cool. And everybody likes to help each other. It's a fantastic little community. Look at this. That's pak choi. That was grown from seed. Swiss chard, basil, broccoli. There's a little amaranth when it's first sprouted. And this is a continuous harvest system. So your small ones and taller. So you got different plants going at different stages. Then I've got some in the front yard going up the wall. You can do vertical growing. That's with the milk jugs you saw me using. Fantastic stuff. All right, we got an orange one here. All right. Clay pebbles. Y'all getting in the giveaway? 2 minutes on the giveaway. I'll put this together, then we'll see who won the giveaway there. Nutrients. You get the two hybrids. Has a little Coke bottle adapter in it or mason jars, regular and wide mouth. That's your long neck one. If you guys tuned in the beginning, you saw us refilling those. That's how you can keep them growing longer like this. Refillable one for your plastic bottle. To your Coke bottle ones. This is how easy these fit on here. Right? He's just putting them together back here. And the Gatorade one fits on the Gatorade bottles. That one's big and tough. It also fits these big juice bottles. Okay. That's going to go in here. If you guys have any problems, got this in here. It's got a QR code. Takes you to all these videos. These are just short clips. My longer videos are all on that channel. This QR code will take you there. This QR code will take you to the Amazon store so that if you need to get more clay pebbles or nutrients in that, you can go there and buy in bulk, because this is to get you started, this so you can learn. And then when you want to scale up, it's better to start buying stuff in bulk because you save a lot more money. You know, I'd like if everybody just kept coming back here and just kept buying from me, but sooner or later, you're going to be growing a lot of stuff. You're going to get addicted to this. So you're going to need a lot more clay pebbles, or what I like to use is gravel. It's cheap. You can just go get, this is grown with pea gravel from Home Depot, Lowe's. You can get a huge bag for only $5, and it's easier to clean. I explained that on my channel too. All right, guys, seeds. We've got only one more after this. It's one more of our radish again, just like that one. Haven't got many of those left. Tatsoi, basil, speckled pea, cress, our fenugreek. We're going to order some different seeds this week too. Amaranth is this beauty right here. Who won the giveaway? Angela, congratulations. And cilantro. All right, we get this bidding started. $5. Every time somebody bids, we're going to toss in more seeds and try to keep up. My poor little computer. All right, here we go, guys. $5. 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. Peas, more speckled peas. You guys like peas, right? Here, Tatsoi, 23, 25, 31. It's another bid. Another bid. If we go over 50, we'll spin the wheel. It's more of the amaranth. More cilantro. Oh, one more to go over the wheel. All right, there we go. We're going to spin the wheel. Whoever wins this gets a wheel. 56, 61, Tatsoi, 66. Another bid, another bid. Where we at? 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. There's another. There was 2, 3, 4. Snipe. 91. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Got some more cress. Cilantro. More peas. 141. Where we at? Taking care of business. How about another basil? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carrie. Is that Carrie Marie? Sorry, my little computer. It's hard to see the name. Okay, we're going to spin the wheel. Yep. Okay, cool deal. Yeah, it's like really tiny and my computer's glitching. All right, so this is your seeds. Woo! I say I'll put this in a bigger box because you're probably going to win some more. All right, we're going to spin it a couple times because that went over 100. Ready? Woo! What do we got? Blue. One adapter. I got you another refillable one there. Ready? Went over 100. What's the blue? Leca. You get more clay pebbles, so you can get more of them started. This is enough to do like 1 or 2 of those bowls, so you're gonna have enough to do about 3 or 4 to get started right there. I'll do 3 because you went over 50 like 3 times, right? Red, what's red? Nutrients, and you get more nutrients. Right, so you got more, another adapter, you got more clay pebbles, and you got more nutrients. So now you got enough to do 10 gallons. All you have to do is take 1 teaspoon per gallon. So this will last you a little while. What number is this? Number 4? All right, guys, we got one more microgreen grower. That's the last one of the night. And then it's up to Amazon whenever I get some more in. All right, that's your microgreen grower. Clay pebbles. You guys see us putting it together back here? Nutrients to do 5 gallons. There's the 2 hybrids. Right? Here's your refillables. This is the last one here. That's for your long neck. That's for your plastic bottles. It's a couple more for your, I keep saying Coke bottle, but it's Sprite, Mountain Dew, whatever, right? So you get 2 of those. And we'll get a giveaway going. You want an adapter or seeds? Put S for seeds or A for adapter in the chat. And then your Gatorade one works on the Gatorade bottles or these big juice bottles. That's a V8 bottle right there. All right. What do we got? A, seeds, adapter, adapter. I'm putting seeds in here. Get started. Seeds, adapter. We got another seeds. All right, let's do, I see another adapter. Clay pebbles. Let's do one more adapter. And we'll be in here another 5 minutes and we'll get seeds next, all right? All right, this is another adapter. This is going to be a hybrid adapter and a packet of, you get one packet of seeds. That's the tot soy. And it'll be the hybrid adapter, all right? Start giveaway. All right, y'all get in there. Got the giveaway going. We're going to get this started when y'all get in the giveaway. When everybody's distracted, we're going to get this one started. All right? $5. It's for everybody's being sneaky. You get over here now when they're all getting in the giveaway. Ready? Start. $5. Now toss all these seeds in. More peas. Basil. More of the amaranth. Fenugreek. Cress. A little more peas. I know y'all like speckled peas. See it up there. We go over 50. Here we go. We're over 50. We're going to spin the wheel. More amaranth. Fenugreek. And cress. Last one of the night, guys. This is mustard flavored wasabi, or wasabi flavored mustard. 61. One more cilantro. Who won that? Taking care of business. Congratulations. I had another cilantro in my hand. You get that one. There you go. Quite a few seeds. Where do we go? 50. Let's spin the wheel. See what else you get. Here we go. Two adapters. You get two more. Let me grab two more. All right, that's a hybrid. That's our most popular one. That's $19.99 on Etsy. And one of the Gatorade ones, that's the one that fits the Gatorade bottles. And also those big juice bottles. Congratulations, appreciate it. Let's see, number 5. All right, I got a question. Let me see. Now, do y'all want to do a couple of sudden death with whatever adapters I got left over? Or do you want me to put a couple of adapters and just a few seeds into a box and we'll just bid on that without the microgreen grower and the nutrients and all of that? Hey, Mike, I have the hardest time with cilantro germination. Do you soak your... Oh, yeah. Okay, everybody with cilantro, here's a tip. And this is whether you're growing it in the ground or wherever. Cilantro takes longer to germinate. It's got a really hard shell on it, right? So some people try to soak it. What I like to do is take this. Can you guys see right here? All right. And get something like a jar. Don't cut yourself or something and smash it a little. Or take it and roll it. You'll hear a crack. Listen. Hear that? You're not going to hurt them. Beat them up a little bit like that. See the bag? It's a little beat up. You can see they're not crushed or anything. All it's done is take that little outer hull. There's actually, I think, 2 seeds in there or something in each one. But see the bags, it looks all beat up now. And you can see some of them look a little cracked right there. And that helps. Now this is going to take a little longer to germinate. So you just do like that. And that's how we got the cilantro right here growing. All we did was crush it like that. We didn't soak it or anything. And it's going to take a little bit longer to germinate. You toss your tot soy in, and you toss this in. 3A's, the top's always going to be like pushing the foil off. It's going to be up real high, and then this one's going to be lagging behind. But once it gets going, it's just awesome stuff. And like I said, each one of these is a cilantro plant that you can take and go plant out. Here's the one we pulled out earlier tonight. He's over here. He's like, he needs some water, right? But see the roots on it, and this is what grew inside that container. So there's the roots, right? And that's when we plant them out and make some bigger plants. Thank you. Definitely going to try. Cool deal. So cool. Thanks for the info. No problem. No problem. That's what we're here for. Let me see. YouTube. Let's see. Facebook. What are y'all doing over here? SS. I will do. I have a Shibo blessings. Congratulations. Let's see. Where's the streams? Cool deal. Yeah. YouTube and Facebook. I'm over on Whatnot. So if you guys were doing giveaways every 10 minutes and we just had auctions on all those boxes. Guys over on Whatnot. Now, since, oh, here goes the winner. Let's see the winner first. We're going to do something fun now. Amber, congratulations. And that was an adapter, right, Amber? Yay, thank you. Awesome, no problem. All right, guys. Now, if you want just a couple of adapters, let me take a look what I got. Usually I do this with the hybrid and with the refillable. We're going to have just a quick fire 5 seconds. It's called sudden death. All right, so this can't go up like too high. This is for some of y'all that just want to get a couple of adapters, and I have it at like 3 ounces or 7 ounces. This will bundle. So if you see the shipping down there, it'll start out at like $4 or $5 or something. The next one will be $2 or $3, and it'll bundle them together. And if you get 3 or 4 or 5, I think you can get up to about 10 or 11 in a box, and the shipping is going to max out at $9.21. After that, it's going to go over. So kind of watch your shipping if you buy more than 10, but most people buy like 3 or 4, and it gets all bundled together. So you save on shipping that way. Anyhow, we're going to get those. We're going to start bidding at $1 or $2. And so you guys can you're going to have just 5 seconds to bid. So it can't go up too high, right? So I'm going to put a couple of those up for you. Let me see how many of the hybrids and how many of the refillables. And in another show, if you catch us later on in the week, I'll have my son try to print more of the, if you want some of the other adapters, but these are our most popular ones, especially like the Gatorade ones. Maybe the next week we'll do the Gatorade. 1, 2, so I've got 10. All right, we're going to do some of these. Let me get a drink. This is going to be fast. Y'all get your fingers ready. And then y'all let me know if you want, like we got a couple seeds left, and then we're going to have to restock for the week. So if you want me to just throw some seeds in a box and y'all can just bid on that, we'll do that. Let's see. Struggle to grow basil in time. What type of conditions? Time. Basil? Basil, try your basil. If you're using Genevieve basil, I found that if you use straight water, don't put any nutrients in, it germinates better. It takes a little longer to germinate. It's just like the cilantro. It takes a little longer to germinate. But once it gets going, you can even go in the store and go buy a basil plant. Take it and rinse it off, or you can take it cutting off the top and it'll root. And you can put it in a hydroponic solution and it'll grow. And once it gets started, you'll just have more basil. If you go on my channel on YouTube, go over here and click on this. Go to Keep On Growing on YouTube, and you look under a playlist that says Garden Towers, and you're going to see we took 5-gallon buckets and stacked like 3 or 4 of them up, drilled holes in it, and just put nutrient solution in. That's it. So those $1,000 grow towers we made when we went to Firehouse Subs, and we got the bucket with the lid for $3. So you got one tower for like less than $10, right? All it is this hydroponic nutrient solution inside of it. A couple holes were drilled in it, and we put the plants in. You're going to see on my channel, there'll be a tower that's nothing but basil. It looks like a basil monster. There's just so much basil on it. So once you get basil going, it'll do really good. I need a hybrid adapter. All right, guys, this is going to be sudden death. I'm going to get the giveaway going for seeds. All right, and when that's going, that's 5 minutes. Watch how many of these. We're going to bid 5 seconds at a time on this, right? All right, multitasking. Multitasking. YouTube, Facebook, you got to get over to Whatnot. All right. Seeds. Seeds in the giveaway. Y'all jump in there. See it up there? There we go. Y'all are getting in. All right. Ready? This is going to be 5 seconds. So when those people are distracted and getting in the giveaway, y'all jump on a couple of these. Let me find it. And I'm going to do sudden death. And we're going to do 5 seconds. All right, 5 seconds. Ready? Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15. All right, that one went quick. Let's try one for 3 seconds. That one went up. These are $19.99, so you saved a little bit of money there. Let me try another one. All right, 3 seconds. Ready? Go. 7. Good deal. Good pickup. All right, 3 seconds. This for the hybrid. Good deal. Another one. Ready? All right, it's not letting me do it. All right, patience, guys. For some reason, it's not letting me do it. One more time. There we go. Here we go. Boom. Good deal. Good pickup. $8. Ready? Steady. It's waiting. We're going too fast for it. My little computer doesn't know what's going on. It's going so fast. Ready? 3 seconds, guys. There you go. $7. Awesome. Here we go. One more. You got any vegetable seeds? $6. Awesome. No, just what we got up here. Hybrid, $5. Is the bell annoying? That got me excited. All right, guys, one more. Where are we at? I got about 10. Here we go. It's fast. $9. Cool deal. 8. All right. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. $6. Good pickup. Good pickup. Taking care of business. All right. One more. One more. 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. $7. T. Rube. Congratulations. Let's see, that's 10. Let me do a couple of these. Then I got to count real quick because we got some orders that have to go out tomorrow. Whatnot wants us to like ship like immediately. Etsy, I can take a couple of days to print some, but my Whatnot orders, they got to get out. Anybody want some of these refillable ones like that? Just put yes, and I'll run a couple of these. Sudden death. This is the ones that we grew these in. Before we do sudden death, I'll show you one more time. This guy needs to be refilled. All right. Here's your nutrients. It's lemonade, right? It's not lemonade. General Hydroponics, Maxigro. Try not to spill it. Talking. Shaking. All right. You can do that outside so you don't drip it all over the place. Right? So that's down in the middle there. You can kind of tip it. See it right in the middle? Filled up. Boom. Then the water stops. As the plants drink more, it'll go ahead and just like a hummingbird feeder. Y'all let me know. Do you want a couple of those? Yes, yes, yes. All right. run some seeds. All right, let's do this real quick. Hold on, let me count. I gotta make sure we got. All right, sudden death, guys. Ready? 3 seconds, good? Let's do 3 seconds. Giveaway. Who won that? Bukish. Congratulations, you won you some seeds. Let's see, sudden death adapter. Sudden death. 3 seconds, guys. Hold on, it's not letting me do it. My little computer is just lagging. There it is. Ready? Get your fingers ready. 3, 2, 1. Jen Lee. Congratulations. Ready? Start auction. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Is that just you ain't saying? I butcher names all the time. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Taking care of business. You got your refillable. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Jejuan. Somebody tell me if I'm pronouncing that right. You got you another one. You unlock bronze. Oh yeah, I got some rewards set up too. Susan. Okay, I just say Susan. Sorry about that. Here we go. Here we go. Ray. $6. Good pickup. Susan, that's it. See, my brain was just not working. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ray, another one. Hey, I'm going to stop the bell. That's just like a habit. I'm sorry. If I do it a couple more times, it's just habit. 3, 2, 1. Lynn, congratulations. Ready? Get your fingers ready. 3, 2, 1. $8. Is that Dorothy? Got another one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Lori, congratulations. How about one more? Are we on? This would be 10. Then I really got to count. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. $5. Take care of business. You got another one. All right, that was 10. All right, guys. Yeah, I got to count them. So, but I know I got at least 10 of those over there. So on Etsy, I put my lead time like 1 to 2 weeks. So if we have sales, we can fire up the printers and start printing them and get them out. And we get them out in a couple of days. But on Whatnot, they want you to ship like immediately. So here's my peas. See, I left these uncovered. And you guys can see they're starting to dry out already because it's hot in here. That's why you cover it up. That's why you got the humidity dome. But if you go in like the next day and you notice it's starting to get a little dry, you just want to spritz it a little. And don't forget, spritz it from the bottom. That way the roots, and what I like to do is put some water in the bottom, even if it doesn't have roots. To me, I think the roots are like searching for it, so it's going to go down, right? And then once the roots start going down here, don't wet the top anymore. Once the roots start coming about a ½ inch down here, you can put water up to touch the roots. Then you want to stop all the water up on top. Don't never put any more water up there. See these up here? Now the water just goes in here. And on the top here, I might mess these up. But you guys will notice right in there, Facebook, YouTube, can you see that? Try not to dump water on my computer. See how dry that is? Right there. And you can see there's no mold, no mildew, right? See how dry? That's a secret. So that way, this is damp during germination. Once the roots go down, then you keep it dry. Most other things, if you're growing in soil, everything stays damp, and that's why you get all kind of mold and mildew issues. Now the root's going to be down here where the water's at. This stays dry, and then in about 7 to 10 days, you're going to have awesome pea shoots. All right, somebody wanted seeds, right? You want a couple of seeds? How many seeds you want? Here we'll throw in, this is our radish. Here we'll do 2 of the radish. That's like this right here. This is spicy. This is one of the easiest ones to grow. You guys who bought a box, make sure you crack open that radish one I put in there. Get that one started. And it's real fun because those are spicy. You put that on your sandwiches, you drop them in your soup or basil spring rolls. That adds a little bit of kick. All right, let's do another seed giveaway. This one's going to be an auction. The seed giveaway is going right now. All right, there we go. YouTube, Facebook, you got to get on Whatnot. We're having an awesome time over here. All right, somebody wanted some seeds. So that's some of the radish. Tatsoi, we're going to put 2 tatsoi. We'll put a couple of the basil. This is cinnamon flavor. It's not like the one that you make pesto out of. It's more of a Thai basil kind of. It's got a cinnamon kind of flavor. When you start growing this, you rub your hand on it, you can smell it, and you can taste it. You put you a couple of speckled peas. Put you a couple of cress. This is cut and come again. Once you get this established, you can keep cutting it, keep eating it, and it'll keep coming back. Fenugreek, Indian spice, and methi. It's going to get you a couple of amaranth, right? You guys, that's what we've been sitting here. You guys saw me do the refillable bottle on that, right? And a couple of the cilantro. Some people are saying they're having a tough time with that. So we showed you, take it and crush it. Right, to get your seeds started. You want to do that with your cilantro. All right, we're going to get that started right there. $2, and let me grab some seeds. We're going to throw more seeds in as we bid, okay? Box of seeds, $1. Ready, go. Oops, somebody's at 5 and 15 already. Somebody's already bidding up there. All right, cool. 21, 31, more basil, more peas. Tatsoi. We're going to be out of tatsoi. Amaranth. You guys want more of that amaranth, right? Cilantro. Methi, cress. How about another pea? Where you at? 3, 2, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 56. Somebody got another one in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's some cress. Some more cress. 61. There's another one. Here, we'll be at it. You get some of the last of the tatsoi. 61. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Susan, who's that taking care of business? Snipe. How about some more cress? Another one. Some more peas. Susan, in taking care of business, is back in there. Some more basil. How about some more basil? Taking care of business. Got you a lot of seeds now. You get it all in there. Put that in here. All right, guys. All right, I got some seeds left. That one went up kind of high for some of y'all. How about sudden death, where it just goes like 10 seconds and that's it? We'll try that one. Congratulations, taking care of business. Now all of these, I don't know how many boxes you got. What they'll do is they'll bundle it together. So I'll take them and pull them out and put each one in like different baggies. And we might put it in a big box and it'll save you on shipping. You get everything like in 1 or 2 boxes. It depends on how much you get. All right, guys, let's try this like sudden death. As long as I got seeds up here, I'm going to put 2 of each. So we're going to start with 16. You get 16 portions. till we run out. I'm going to give you 10 seconds. Two. All right. Next seeds. All right, let's try this again. Get your fingers ready. Let me find sudden death. All right, 10 seconds, guys. Go. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Selection winner. 19, 20, 25. Got more. Who won? Box seeds. Everything was going at the same time. Congratulations. Is that Nitro intro? Congratulations. And then we got somebody won the giveaway too, right? Everything was flashing on my screen at one time. Giveaway. Jan Lee, congratulations. You won the giveaway. An intro, right? Congratulations. Let's throw you some more peas. Lots of speckled peas. Yes, thank you. No problem. I love it. Yeah, this speckled peas, threw some more of that in there. Let's see, I got a box here. What's up, Mike? Hey, let's see, AZ sign of Ryan, right? Students have been growing. Oop, chat's going by. Except with their own sprout adapters. Awesome. Thanks again. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Ryan, the science teacher there, was one of the first one of our first shows when we started here. We've only been on here a couple of months, and he was one of the first ones to come on here and buy some. And he's teaching his kids, his students, how to grow. That's awesome. All right, y'all let me know you want some more seeds. I got a couple left here. Or you want me to just throw a couple of adapters up and we were doing the quick fire with these. If y'all like wait like a few minutes, I can go over there and count, make sure I've got enough for my orders and see what we got left. A fun teacher for sure. Yeah, that's awesome. Adapters, please. Adapters. Alrighty. How about let's put one box together with a couple of adapters and a couple of seeds, since I got a couple left. And then give me a second to count. And if I've got somewhere we can do the sudden death, just rapid fire, I'll see how many we can do with that. Susan, my caps are kicking. Thank you. Awesome. That's what I like to hear. Whatever's best for you. Cheryl, thank you. All right. Yeah, let me get a couple. Let me see what we got. Here, it's a couple of refillable ones, and this is the Gatorade ones. This one, you go down to juice aisle, you're going to find a lot of them. Just look for ones that are about this size, right? Gatorade, and if it's same one fits on like this bottle, right? Same one fits on. I don't know if there's stuff in here. I've turned it upside down, and yeah, there's water in here. I don't want to turn it upside down, but it fits on there too. That's a Acai. This was actually a little sweet for me. I was used to drinking it where it's like tart, like just natural Acai, and they got like sugars and stuff in there. But we're gonna do a couple of those. Let me get a box. How about those adapters? And what we'll do is we'll throw seeds in it when people are bidding. So you get free seeds with the adapter. You want to hang around for one more giveaway? We'll see when Mr. Gnome pops up. All right, so I got a box for that. I'm gonna call this adapter 1. All right, so this is gonna be 2 of the refillables, 2 of the Gatorade. We'll throw some seeds in. We'll get you a couple seeds to get you started. All right, and then we'll throw some more in as people bid. Let's make this adapter. Oh, giveaway. All right, let's do the give. Y'all want a giveaway, right? All right, one more seed. Ready? Go. Get in the giveaway. I'll give you all like 1 minute to do that. And then we'll get this started here. All right, everybody in the giveaway? Giveaway. Awesome. All right, here we go. Adapter. Somebody did a pre-bid. They're up to $9. Ready? Go. $34. Lost some seeds. $74. Let's see, this one's going up fast. We'll spin the wheel for this one, guys. That's a bunch of here. I'm gonna throw all this amaranth in. That's that amaranth up there. More of the basil. Who won that? Susan. Congratulations. I got caught. I dropped some seeds, so I couldn't spin around and see it. Here you go. I had a couple of the radish too. All right, got a couple of the radish. All right, Susan, you got 2 of the Gatorade adapters, got 2 of the refillable, and all these seeds. And we're going to spin the wheel for you. Yeah, guys, look at all the seeds, right? You go up. Have y'all bought the little packets at Home Depot, Lowe's, the one you plant in the garden? You don't get hardly any seeds in there, right? This is enough to plant your whole garden for the fall. But that's not enough. Let's do this. Ready? We're going to spin. What'd you win? 2 more adapters. Two more. Susan, you want 1 more of each of the same ones? Another Gatorade, another refillable? Or do you want me to throw a couple of hybrid ones in there? Please. Alrighty. You got more. Because we spun the wheel. Congrats. All right. What else do y'all want? You want just seeds? Or do you want seeds and adapters again? Seeds. All right, let me see what we got left back here. My son helps me pack everything up. He's going to be like, where'd all the seeds go? He always does that. We come back after the show. And he comes in like immediately afterwards and checks so that he knows what we need to get started on for the next one. And he'll come in here like, wow. All right, let's see. I got a couple left. We're running low. 2 of the radish. That's the radish right here. Like I said, that's the easiest one to grow. That's the one y'all want to start with. Here, we're going to put 2 of each here. This is going to be 16 portions like this. That's a lot of tatsoi. Now, a lot of tatsoi. We've got some of this. We planted some of this out. Hopefully, in a couple weeks, you're going to see some of the tatsoi like we've been growing out. We've got it going in the back. Basil. Peas. Cress. Fenugreek. Amaranth. There's a lot of seeds. And cilantro. How about y'all want to do this? Like, let's do sudden death instead of it going like way high for everyone. All right. Let's try this. Box of seeds. Let's do 10 seconds. Sudden death. All right. Giveaway. Woman King. Congratulations. Won the giveaway. Alrighty, here we go. 10 seconds, guys. Get your fingers ready. Go. $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, 10. I'll throw some more seeds in. Throw some more tatsoi. Here we go. Deborah, congratulations. Throw you another cress. Ding. Is the bell irritating? Y'all let me know if the bell is irritating. It kind of keeps me awake. I've been up since like 4 o'clock working in that. Well, thanks. No problem. Look at that. $27. Let me get your box. I think I got another box that'll fit into. I sure do. All right, I'm getting this box together. Y'all let me know if you want me to do another one like that, another quick. Y'all like it quick like that? You want quick, fast, down and dirty? Let's see. I like the belt. It's cute. Oh, the bell. That's cute. Cool. Thanks. Like I said, it's just kind of keeping me awake. All right, here we go. What were we at? Box of seeds, number 3. All right, let me get another box. And we're going to be looking, if you guys want to try any kind of seeds, let me know. We're going to be ordering some. And whatever most people, you know, if just one person says, I want to try something, we might not be, because we're buying it in bulk. You know, but if a lot of people are like, we're out of broccoli, you know, if you guys want me to order some more broccoli, we'll order some more. You know, if people aren't interested in that, because you can get broccoli sprouts up at the health food store. If you like amaranth and the basil, cinnamon, fenugreek, you know, things that you usually aren't going to find somewhere, that's what we try to find for you is things that are a little different. We like to get you different colors, tastes, textures, and that. So we like to have a little variety going on. This is our radish. I said, y'all crack open your radish and try that. This is the easiest one to grow. This is the beginner one. And it's spicy. You're going to be like surprised. Look at this. This is the one that we let go for about 3 weeks. You can stir fry these guys. Isn't that pretty? And this one's got like red and yellow stems. Look at the leaf. You stir fry that, and then you can put that for garnish too, right? Think of all the ways you can like garnish your plates, and I just toss it on top, stir fry it. But this is that radish that we got there, and we just kept letting it grow. The mason jars in the middle there. Isn't that awesome? Let's see how long that goes. But there's 2 of them right there. All right, almost out of the tatsoi. Couple of basil, peas, cress, fenugreek, amaranth, the amaranth, Y'all know this has protein. Third world countries, if they don't have a lot of beef and cattle and fish and stuff, they grow this to supplement their diets. Cilantro. All right, let's do 10 seconds. I like that sudden death. All right, get your fingers ready. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. And I'll throw you some more peas in there. How about another basil? Throw peas. Peas. More cilantro. You want cilantro? Where we at? Who won that? Lori? Got a couple of crusts left. I'm going to throw you another crust. What number is that? Number 4. Y'all want another giveaway? You want to hang around for another giveaway? How about we'll do another adapter? Y'all want another adapter for giveaway? Yes. Adapter with some tatsoi? Yes, yes. All right. We hang around for another 5 minutes, right? Giveaway, giveaway, giveaway. YouTube, Facebook. I know you want to get on Whatnot. You get a $15 credit. Everybody's having fun over here. Giveaways all night long. All right. Should be going. There you go. Press the button. Get in the giveaway. Giveaway, giveaway. Let's see. 10. All right. I might have a few of these left because we're having the giveaways and stuff too. Let's do our little quick fire thingy with this too. Everybody getting in the giveaway? Let me take one sip and we're going to fire off a couple more of these. See what we got. Did y'all like 3 seconds? You can't get up too high in 3 seconds, right? I love y'all like getting a good deal. Ready? All righty. Get your fingers ready. Let me find 3. 10's too long. 5 was too long. 3 seconds. Ready? Go. 3 seconds. Awesome. $6. Taking care of business. He was ready. He was right on top of it. Ready? Go. 3, 2, 1. $5. Josh, good pickup. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 7, 8. Who's that? Rocky? Rocky. Cool deal. Ready? Here we go. Keep your fingers ready. 3, 2, 1. Josh, got another one. Congrats, Josh. Ready? Go. 3, 2, 1. Taking care of business is on top of it again. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Lori, congratulations. Good pickup. $6. 3, 2, 1. $8. Rocky Road. Who likes Rocky Road? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Lynn? Is that Lynn? Congratulations. Yeah, my screen was just like flickering. Here we go. One more. 3, 2, 1. $5. Awesome pickup, Pamela. All right, last one. One more. Ready? Go. $7. Rocky Roads got another one. Awesome. Cool deal. I think I'm out. Do you have any of the Gatorade adapters for sudden death? I don't have a listing for it. I've got a couple. Let's see. Let me check my orders and that. Let me see if I might be able to do a listing here. No problem, Rocky Road. Thank you. All right, y'all give me 1 second. Everybody take a breather. And I'm going to make a listing. We've got 1 minute in the giveaway. So when you guys, 1 minute in the giveaway, if I don't see it, I'm on another screen. I'm just going to put a random picture in here for me. Title, I'm put Gatorade. All right, let me make the I'll have this ready for our next one. Like I said, I wasn't quite ready for this. Let's see. We'll do. I'm gonna put about 10. Let me go count though before I actually do that. 10 starting price. We'll do $1. Sudden death, shipping, 3 ounces. I think it's about 3 ounces. Publish. Failed to publish changes. Not let me do it. Oh, shows. Hold on 1 second. 10/18. Published. All right, guys. I've only been on here a couple of months. So, oh, there's a giveaway. Who won? Lori. Congratulations. You got another adapter. All right, Gatorade. I think I see it here. All right, let me count real quick. I put 10, but let me make sure. Give me 1 second. All right, how about 9? I don't quite have 10. I have to have some for my orders tomorrow. I might be able to go 10. I might be able to just print one up. I'll print one up tonight before I go to bed. All right, guys. Oh, where'd it go? It disappeared from my screen. There it goes. Whatnot's been glitching. People are having trouble with like shipping and stuff like that, like all day. So just another glitch. Here we go, guys. We're going to do, this is the Gatorade one, right? We're going to do the same thing. 3 seconds. And it's going to start at $1. Starting 3 seconds. Ready? Go. 3, 2, 1. Congrats, Josh. Ready? 3, 2, 1. VSWA, how are you doing? Congratulations. It's another one of our previous customers in that. 3, 2, 1. Did I catch you by surprise? Josh, got another one. All righty, here we go. Ready? Go. 3, 2, 1. Angela, congratulations. Ready? Another one. 3, 2, 1. $4. VSWA, good pickup. Good pickup. Yeah, steel. It's good. Like I said, this one I think we sell for $15.99 on Etsy. Ready? Here we go again. 3, 2, 1. Susan's got another one. 3, 2, 1. VSWA. Got you another one. Where we at? 7. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Josh got another one. Y'all watching the shipping on that? Is it bundling? 3, 2, 1. Did I catch y'all by surprise? Taking care of business has another one. All right, one more, guys. Last one. Ready, steady, go. 3, 2, 1. $4. Yeah, Barnes, you got one for $4. Awesome. Slid right in there and got that one for $4. Cool deal, guys. All righty. So, all right. I think I'm out of the Gatorade. Yeah, I got some orders to pack up in the morning. So we're about wiped out on that. I got a few C's left, but I got some orders to pack up with that too. But where are we at? 9:50. All right, we've been going about 2 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. If you're following me, I think I've got the next show set up for Friday and Saturday of next week. If not, oh, giveaway. Y'all want one more giveaway when we say goodbye? If you want one more giveaway, put a Y. Put yes in the chat. Yes. Yes, we'll do one more giveaway. All right, so y'all stick around for the giveaway. Maybe we'll raid somebody too. We'll have some fun and raid. Okay, one more. I'll give you one more, and then I'll just like run my mouth for 5 minutes because we're just about out of stuff to sell. Next week, could you please do a box of just wide mouth adapters? Yeah. Just remind me. You can DM me right here on Whatnot and remind me before next week, and we'll print up some extra ones and have it ready. And just remind me to run it. I'll run a couple of boxes like that. And if you want me to do a couple of sudden death too, we'll do that. So I'll get some printed up. All right, this is gonna be for seeds again, guys. Start giveaway. There we go. Get in the giveaway. 5 minutes. And this is fun. Hey, when y'all waiting on that giveaway, let me say goodbye to my friends on YouTube, Facebook, because I always have them over there. Guys, YouTube, Facebook, I love y'all. I'm going to end the stream. We're over there. All we do is they're going to have one last giveaway, and then we all raid another stream over there. I love all the other shows on there. So how do I bid? Kathleen, see everybody, you've got to get over on Whatnot. So I'll put the link in the comments one more time. There's $15 credit to go shopping over there, and I'm going to end that stream, and we're going to go have another giveaway on Whatnot, and then we're going to raid another stream. That's fun. I love y'all guys. We'll catch y'all later.